This is a long overdue presidential pardon by President Biden. Pardoning the most honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey is a great thing. And finally, after we and other organizations been calling for years for a presidential pardon, Dr. Julius Garvey have been asking, other organizations been asking, the UNIA been asking for years. In 1987, at our 6th Chicago Music Awards, the Honorable Earl Washington, Mayor of Chicago, was our speaker for the Chicago Music Awards, in which we honored 100th anniversary, the 100th anniversary of centennial anniversary of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And there we call on the President Bush, for a presidential pardon for Marcus Garvey. It didn't happen. Earl Washington asked is Congressman Conyer from Detroit to speak on his behalf at the awards, and he made a strong appeal for a pardon. That didn't happen. Other president came, President Obama, still nothing, although we sent several letters requesting a presidential pardon. Dr. Garvey, sons of Marcus Garvey, also did. Well, this time, with the appeal and the strong appeal from the Marcus Garvey Museum, thanks to Dr. Garvey, Julius Garvey, and all the United Nations, United Negro College members, and of course the UNIA and all the other organizations, Martins International and the Black Heroes Matter. We are pleased to know that there is now a presidential pardon for Garvey as he walked through the door. And I must have to say, since 1984, we have been having a special award for Garvey, Marcus Garvey Humanitarian Awards, in which there have been several winners over the years. And of course, this year we want to salute all the nominees for the Marcus Garvey Humanitarian Awards that will be taking place at the 42nd International Reggae and World Music Awards inside of South Florida on March the 30th. You can visit IRAWMA.com for further information. But we salute all the people who have struggled over the last 100 years for a pardon for Marcus Mosiah Garvey. It is well deserved, and it's time. The time is now, and we have gotten it. Thanks to Vice President Kamala Harris, because we know that she was behind it somewhat. She got to be, as a Jamaican American first time president. And of course, at the awards, there will be a special honor awards in honor of Vice President Kamala Harris, and that's going to be on March the 30th. So please, come, let's celebrate the victory for Marcus Mosiah Garvey inside of Florida, Coral Spring Center for the Arts, March the 30th, www.irawma.com for further information. We salute you again, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and I must leave with some words from Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
We love the white race. As
Yes,
social fellowship.
that's Marcus Garvey
For the
speak.
common brotherhood of God intended we should live. What satisfaction can anyone get in being happy and see his brother wallowing in filth, dirt, and disease? How can you be happy living in luxury and your brother's living in disease? And then when you try to help the one out of the disease, the subtle culprit talks about disloyalty. Black men of Carthage, black men of Ethiopia, of Timbuktu, of Alexandria gave the light of civilization to this world. Ethiopia shall stretch forth our hands unto God, and princes shall come out of Egypt. The classes, nations, races have been quite quiet for over 4 centuries, who is merely born abuse, insult, humiliation, whose forbearance can only be compared to the prophet Job, as likewise lifted his bowed head and raised it up to God's skies and cried out, I am a man, and demand a man's chance and a man's treatment in this world. But I shall teach the black man, I shall teach the black man to see beauty in his own kind and stop bleaching his skin and otherwise looking like what he's not.